What is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family, back with once again another stream, 48 days in a row. Started a little bit earlier today. Normally I start at 4, obviously it's 4 p.m. BST, so it's about 5 minutes earlier this time round. Just thought I had to get this news out here, right now, so I started a little bit earlier. But I'll make sure to finish as per usual around on the hour, an hour's time, so those who are going to be joining a little bit later will still be able to join and catch up with the stream ultimately. But yes, we're doing the stream daily now, been enjoying doing them a lot, and you guys have made it really enjoyable for me. So as always, shout out to you guys, and if you enjoy the stream, leave a like, share your friends and subscribe for more, because in this stream today we've got quite big market sentiments, truth be told. We've got more Kaspa announcements, some very good announcements, truth be told, some bad ones as well, unfortunately, but a lot of it for the most part is very bullish, is why Kaspa's currently up on the daily time frame. But also with what Blackrock said as well. Blackrock has basically confirmed the crypto bull run will probably start by Wednesday, tomorrow, so there's a lot to look forward to right now. Good afternoon, Jay Honey, welcome back to the stream. Curious to know when, as a miner, we are likely to see more adoption of KRC20 layer. The launch was prime time for us, and a taste of what could come along soon. I mean, the exact time of when you'll see more adoption is a guessing game, but with what the KII have announced that they're doing with the KRC20 and with Kaspa, with the confirmation that they're already going to be centralized exchanges and other projects being developed on the Kasplex already, I'm sure it'll happen sooner than you think, Jay. I think it'll happen sooner than you think. We've already seen signs of Kaspa absolutely obliterating other projects in terms of volume. Like Ethereum does an average, I think, 1.1 million transactions a day. Kaspa currently I think it's doing like 7 million a day. Like Kaspa's going absolutely parabolic right now. It's dominating Solana as well. So once the adoption comes more and more, and you see more major projects jump on chain and more institutions getting involved, you'll see the surge in adoption and more money for miners as well. Obviously, the initial launch is going to be one of the most bullish times for the miners, of course, because the congestion, the amount of amount of adoption KRC20 got on the launch of KRC20 was absolutely nuts. The miners made so much money. Good morning, Brady, my man. Welcome to the stream. Question: KRC20, will that always be one-for-one Kaspa? Good question. Jay kind of answered that here a little bit from the looks of things. KRC20 is almost an interface layer between real-world applications and the block DAG, meaning that it allows developers to tag them into the main current meme coins, or almost a test case. Ultimately, I guess the short answer to the question then for you, Brady, is no. No, I don't believe KRC20 will always be one-to-one with Kaspa. What will some KRC20 tokens may be designed to be pegged one-to-one to Kaspa, but I don't think it's a requirement. Ultimately, what will drive the price of KRC20 tokens and whatever happens in the future is supply and demand and market sentiment. So as the Kasplex goes more and more, and adoption of KRC20 gets used more, that will help Kaspa's price, but it might also help with the standing of KRC20 as well. What's up, Bread Pier? I actually believe I'm early, but either way, thank you for joining the stream, my man. Yo, Lee, my man, welcome to the stream. A little early for you, only 5 minutes early, I know, but still good to have you here. If Blackrock says crypto bull now wondering what will happen with Fed rate cuts and also market correct, and will market autocorrect? Well, that is what I believe is happening right now. I'm going to get into it now before I answer any more of the questions. But I'll get into this announcement first. So basically, there's still a lot of a lot of unknowns, still a lot of speculation about where the market's going to go right now. We have this from Radar breaking: US senators demand a 0.75% cut in the rates in a letter to Jerome Powell, which is very, very severe, very drastic. You have this post here from IFA magazine, who states that I expect the FOMC to cut interest rates by 50 BP in its meeting on Wednesday, so tomorrow. Still seems to be a coin flip between 25 and 50 right now. You have here the bar chart. I saw this also in my free Discord server from I think Cody brought it to my attention that there's now a 69% chance, so it's increasing now, an increasing chance that there'll be a 50 basis point cut, so 0.5% cut tomorrow. So seeing rising speculation that there's going to be a more severe cut, and this week's FOMC meeting decision is the most uncertain in history. Data started being recorded in 2015, so that says something. The last time we saw these sort of levels were near the COVID pandemic. It's more severe than that. There's truly no understanding where the market's going to go. But in saying that, you have posts like this from CNBC, the Fed to cut rates by a quarter point with a soft landing expected according to CNBC Fed survey. Now, I don't believe a soft landing is guaranteed, but again, this is just from what I've seen through news sources. You have to make your own speculation and your own determination on that. They seem to say 74% is going to say a soft landing. From what I've seen, soft landing is not guaranteed at all. But if that's speculation, then I mean they're the ones in charge of the market after all. So they'll do if they believe the soft landing is going to happen, then they're not going to cut rates as hard, right? And then you see this post like here: S&P 500 rises after retail sales increase, benchmark nears record before Fed decision. Ultimately, we've got this post here, which is the headline taken from a Reuters paper, which I also put in my free Discord server. Shout out to the members in there, especially the goats in there as well: Leroy, Cody, Mr. Miles, Muscle Mike, Joe, and Kaspa. God, those 6 in particular, the ones that always catch my attention, always bringing the most news. But yeah, free Discord server, those who want to join and learn more about crypto and market sentiment and Kaspa, then feel free to join right there. In this article here from Reuters here, we can see a reduction in interest rates of this magnitude reflects recession fears that are overdone, as well as expectations of a sustained decline in the inflation, which instead is likely to cool off only temporarily. This came from an arm of Blackrock, institutional arm of Blackrock, the world's largest asset manager. Quote here: as the Fed readies to start cutting, markets are pricing in cuts as deep as those in past recessions. We think such expectations are overdone. Ultimately, BlackRock is trying to say, as this headline states, that the Fed won't actually cut rates as deep as the market expects. Because right now, we can see the market sentiment has shifted more towards 50, and some even saying, 75 basis points. But BlackRock is saying otherwise. Now, we won't find out till tomorrow, of course. Tomorrow will be the judgment day. We'll find out the verdict tomorrow. I believe the meeting's going to start at where I'm at BST, British Standard Time. It's going to be 2 p.m. So hopefully by the time that the stream goes live, 2 hours later than that, which is around the time it starts now, we will have a verdict and we'll have we'll see what happens in the market right now. But considering that BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, stated that the market won't correct as heavy as that, and even then CNBC are reporting, is going to be a quarter point, not a half point. Evidently, Bitcoin is up 3.59%. Kaspa is up 3.61%, now valued at 17.32 cents. The market is now reacting accordingly. The 2 major indicators in the market you need to pay attention to is buy the rumor, sell the news, and follow the money. The rumor now is BlackRock thinks the rate cuts won't be that severe. CNBC saying the same thing as well. The rate cuts won't be that severe. That's the rumor. Once the news comes out, you'll see how the market reacts. Also, follow the money. BlackRock is the largest asset manager in the world. So when they want something to happen, it will normally happen. So those are the 2 factors to look out for. So that's why I believe the market is currently in a bullish momentum for crypto right now, and Kaspa as well. Also due to this fact, but also due to the recent bullish news coming for Kaspa as well. We've got a lot more to talk about in this stream as always, but that's just a very kind of glossing over what's happened right now. I'll probably recover it again later on in the stream for those who join a little bit later, but we've got more bullish news for Kaspa as well, which I think is also why we're seeing, this again is mainly due to, I think, the BlackRock news of effectively confirming a crypto bull run. Just go into it a little bit more, but basically, at the beginning of September, we saw this correction in the market. That was the market reacting to the growing likelihood of a 25 basis point cut at 0.2%. And then it recovered after that. Then this here was based on the rising speculation, which is still rising, but the speculation that is going to be now a 50 basis point cut. But then this correction on the daily, this price increase on the daily for crypto is most likely a reaction of, BlackRock, the ones that effectively control the world, saying actually it won't be 50, it'll probably be 25. That's effectively what they said in this post here. People who are saying it's going to be more than that, such expectations are overdone. So in that regard, then, that's why I think the market's correct in that regard. Because this market right now, this whole market here, this whole section here, okay, ignore this red part here, this whole market here, September 1st to September 14th, 15th, is all the market reacting to 25 basis points. These last 2 days have been reaction for the 50 basis point. And now today, it seems to be going back towards 25 because BlackRock said that. So, yeah, that's kind of, I believe, why I think BlackRock's kind of confirmed in a sense that we are going to now see the start of a crypto bull run. Because the market's already prepared for 25 basis points. So if it is 25, there will be minimal to arguably no corrections in the market right now, and it will just start the bullish momentum. If it ends up being 50 or more, then I think we'll see the market reverse and come back down. But that's just my 2 cents right now. Of course, there's more bullish Kaspa news, which is why I believe that Kaspa's currently actually now up 4.27%. Obviously, it's kind of, reacting to what Bitcoin's doing right now, equally up 4%. But Kaspa also has some very good news. I think Kaspa now has sorted a lot, if not all, of their issues, which is very, very good. We'll get to that in just a moment, though. Anyone having problems depositing Kaspa to exchanges? I think there's still an ongoing problem with the whole KRC20 Kasplex launch. The sheer congestion caused a lot of the exchanges to basically just freeze the Kaspa assets because they couldn't handle it all. To what little knowledge I have, that's what I've heard. Again, to go back to a post that Shai mentioned, I think I spoke about this in my stream yesterday. Shai put out a lengthy post, basically just talking about, here it is. It's a lengthy post here, which effectively was just glossing over the fact that KRC20 has been very, very successful, but the success of KRC20 is being overshadowed by the shortcomings and issues following the Kaspa wallet and having their technical issues, and also with exchanges basically not taking accountability or not preparing enough, right? So I think the reason why some exchanges are having problems is probably because, I know people have problem with Tangem, and I think it's because there's too much transaction fees, too much congestion, they couldn't handle it, and some exchanges might even have froze the Kaspa just for the meantime to try and, deter any issues. But I'm sure it'll be sorted out in soon time. I'm sure it'll be sorted out soon enough. Saying that as well, we have got actually Kaspa put on a post again. I saw this in my free Discord server. Shout out to the people who put it in the server. People who have transactions with high transaction fees of more than 50 Kas, please fill the form below. People have done that. You've got a new Kaspa wallet update, version 0.7 has been released, and now looks like people are now starting to get their Kaspa retrieved, which is very, very good. Kaspa seems, I'm not sure they've completely done it yet, but from what I've seen, majority of the fixes have now been overcome, which is what I mean, it was going to happen, but it's good to see they're finally getting done. This is also why I believe Kaspa's now starting to see some more positive price action following Bitcoin and Fed rate cut speculation, of course, but also because Kaspa has now fixed that, which means there's now no issues with KRC20 in that regard, because KRC20 has been very successful. It's done amazing things. Look, that was the biggest achievement in DLT. This is the max TPS for Kaspa to date, almost 1.2k a second. That is insane. That is very, very insane. I think that's more than most exchanges, if not all exchanges, actually do. After the expected demand of KRC20 on Kaspa, it looks like we are now stabilizing around 300k. I think now it's actually around 100k. We can see here it's about 100k, 130, 120k now on average. But either way, this is still very, very cool, as Bitcoin typically only handles between 500 700. So we are only, let's just say it's 100k because that's what we've seen on the current most recent updates of Kaspalytics. Therefore, we are only 5 to 7 times lower than Bitcoin, and we are still very, very early. We have no 10 BPS involved yet. We have no centralized exchanges on the KRC20 just yet. Still more projects to come involved, the KRI, with no tier 1 exchange listings. Kaspa's doing that with no tier 1 exchange listings. Think how nuts that is, right? So when that happens, I'm sure Kaspa will end up dominating Bitcoin, and every other project following that as well, in due time, of course. But again, it's very, very big to see. Talk of the Lay, my man, welcome to the stream, and as always, yes, if you enjoy these streams, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more to see more crypto news. Rate cuts will crash the risk asset. Yes, Billy, yes. So basically, to give a little bit of a rundown, I'll get the post up, right, from my Discord server again, because I have it all in there. Type in rate cuts, and I will find it. This post was put up by CoinDesk at the beginning of this year, but I mean, I put in my free Discord server a lengthy, well, not a lengthy, it wasn't actually that long, but I put in a thread on my Discord server to get people to understand the kind of idea of what's happening, right? But effectively, this is one of the posts that I got on that thread. This is from CoinDesk, put out Jan 4th, beginning of this year. Basically, with Fed rate cuts, it's bullish for crypto and Bitcoin, but there's a catch. Basically, history has shown us time and time again that the Fed has resorted to rate cuts only with recession on the doorstep, mainly because the Fed just reacted too late, and they reacted far too late when they need to do it. And that was actually, we have proof of that last month. In August, when every other nation effectively cut rates and the Japanese yen rose against the dollar, the Fed didn't cut rates. Warren Buffett sold a lot of his assets, or half his stock in Apple, and we saw this massive crash in the market. You know, this whole correction is about 40% for Kaspa, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's 40%. Yeah, 40% correction for Kaspa from the first, and that all came about from the Fed not cutting rates. So again, they took too long to do it. So rate cuts do normally cause crash in the market, but in saying that, I believe that this was a crash due to not cutting rates at the beginning of August. Then it got to September, and then the speculation of there being confirmed rate cuts or 25 basis points came through, and the market reacted accordingly to that here. And then the market then recovered from that because it's already now in a market that believes that the market's already in a situation where it believes the rate cuts have been cut already. They've prepared for it. Again, it's the rumor, they've prepared for it. So the market's now come back up to the price it should be at. It's recovered already. But then this correction in the last 2 days was the result of the rise of speculation that it's going to be a 50 basis point cut. Again, there's still a lot of uncertainty. We don't know. Blackrock's saying it's going to be less so, which is a good market sentiment, a good indicator normally. But again, there's still a lot of uncertainty. CNBC are putting out constant reports and updates, which I'm going through while I can. Basically, just talk about the Fed rate cut's not going to be that severe. And as a result, then the market, which believed it's going to be 50 2 days ago, is now like, 25 again, let's go back up. That's why Bitcoin yesterday came down to, I think, 57k. Yeah, 57k, and now it's gone up back up to 60, almost 61. So if it ends up being 25, this might just be the start of Bitcoin starting to push towards 70 again. If it ends up being 50, I think we'll see Bitcoin come down to like 55k, maybe a little bit lower. But we'll have to wait and see. If it ends up being 75 basis point cut, we could see a much bigger... We will see a crash by that point. For those who are... Just for terminology's sake, the terminology crash doesn't mean the price comes down. It means 10% correction or more. So for Kaspa right now, a Kaspa crash from its current price would mean Kaspa would have to come down to 15.5 cents. That would actually be a crash for Kaspa. Even though it doesn't seem like a lot, that is a crash for Kaspa. So for Bitcoin's sake then, to see a crash in Bitcoin, technically speaking, from this current price, we'd have to see Bitcoin come from about 60, well, just short of 61k now, is really pushing through it. I think that might be interesting to see. It had to come down to about 55, yeah, just below 55k. So we'll have to see where it goes from here. We'll find out more tomorrow. Hopefully the live that I'll do tomorrow will actually have the announcement, as the Fed will have their meeting at around that time. If not, it will be finished by then. So make sure you tune back tomorrow as well to find out more about that, because I'll be here, as you know. Lopez, I believe KuCoin and Mexi are doing maintenance. That's also possible. Why the exchanges are going down again with the sheer volume and what happened with Kaspa. I mean, right now it's come back down. Kaspa currently volume is just short of 60 million, which is still impressive. But obviously it peaked at like 100 on CoinMarketCap when on the Sunday. But even then, just the sheer volume congestion caused a lot of these exchanges to, I believe, just freeze and panic or do maintenance because they couldn't handle it. KLC20 was very, very successful. I know I retweeted this, but I'm going to get it from my my Twitter page anyways, because it's something that, again, someone put in the server. Shout out to the person who put it in. Actually, I'm going to get the name so I can actually give him credit. It was... Okay, he's on streamer mode, so I can't see his name. But either way, shout out to the guy that put this in. Basically, this is the 24-hour recap, but it's just showcasing this picture. I spoke about this yesterday in my stream already, but it's just showcasing this picture of how successful KRC20 was for Kaspa, and people are now going to start realising this. This is going to be very, very big for Kaspa going forward as well. Hi, do you feel a retrace in Kaspa price to 15 cents or just bullish momentum for the upside? Thanks. Good question. To clarify that, again, it depends on the severity of the rate cuts coming that will be announced tomorrow. I think if we see a 25 basis point cut, so a 0.2% cut, I think Kaspa will have minimal to no corrections and start soon enough pumping in price, because the only roadblock in that regard then for Kaspa, or limitations for Kaspa at that point, will just be the exchange listings, which I'm sure we're going to get some tier ones soon and some other ones coming soon enough as well. As Kaspa's adoption keeps growing more and more, and KRC20 is also a good sign for institutions and exchanges to get involved with Kaspa now because it was so successful. And also regulations, which we're seeing more and more announcements regarding regulations coming to fruition every single day. Actually, speaking of which post is it? well, a lot of these posts here. I mean, I'll go through some of the other real world sentiments now, anyways, quickly before I get some more questions for you. So, anyways, we've got this. Warren Buffett is holding more cash. Again, a sign that we are going to potentially see some correction in the market soon, right? Whether it be 25 basis point cut, whether it be more, there may be a personal reason to this. Of course, it's not guaranteed. This means it's going to be a correction, but he has insider trading information. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway. So, it's potential that we're going to see some correction in the market. So, again, just going to make sure you stay your eyes glued to the rumors and also what is going to be announced from the Fed meeting tomorrow and also today. So Berkshire Hathaway reported that it sold $229 million of Bank of America stock over the last 3 trading days. Buffett's total sales of I don't know what BAC actually is. BAC is Bank of America, Bank of America Corp, okay. Hit 7.2 billion or 174.7 million shares. Ultimately, he's just building his position right now in capitalizing more and more, getting more into fiat, which again, as this post has shown us time and time again, historically the Fed has resorted to rate cuts with recession on the doorstep. This has led to a forward-looking markets treating rate cuts as a harbinger for bad news and seeking safety in the US dollar. So potentially that's what Warren Buffett's doing right now, seeking safety in the dollar because the market might correct and the recession on the doorstep. You've got this news here, which is also very, very bullish. Donald Trump is just talking about his big announcement regarding the fact that it's going to make America the capital for crypto and Bitcoin, which is also very good for crypto adoption. Can't take that away from him. The founder of Binance CZ is set to be released from prison at the end of this month, 20 September. Also quite bullish news. We got, again, more institutional adoption. iPhone users can now send Bitcoin directly from the lock screen in the newest update. You've got Singapore's largest bank, DBS, is to launch Bitcoin and crypto option trading. You've got Deutsche's digital asset, new macro Bitcoin ETP, which is the same as the ETF, but it's the European version, which starts trading today. Equally very, very bullish. Blockchain technology could transform the United Kingdom's 14.5 trillion payment industry. Again, more proof that crypto's taking over. And, we're going to see an increased adoption coming forward as well. Next step is regulatory talks. So ultimately right now, the last thing that we need to see this market mature properly, to get more institutional adoption involved, more trillions of dollars pushed into the market, is regulatory clarity. Worldwide, not just in the US, worldwide, but US definitely. That's one of the central hubs of crypto right now. Despite the stifle of innovation from Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren, it's still the financial capital of the world, and crypto, again, Donald Trump's trying to make it the crypto capital of the world as well. So regulations will be the next roadblock. The next thing we're looking at for the crypto market, but at the same time, we have to find out what's happening tomorrow. If it's 50 basis points or more, we'll see a correction. Kaspa might come down to 15 cents, if not more. If it ends up being 25, you might see Kaspa come back down to, well, it depends what we're going to see at the end of the day. Right now, Bitcoin's going parabolic, up 5%, which is very good for Bitcoin. We might see Kaspa come back down here, end of tomorrow. If it ends up being 25, and then come back up again, we'll have to wait and see. But 15 cents right now does look less and less likely. I'm not saying it won't happen. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. You've got to do your own research. But I'm saying it looks less and less likely because, again, this announcement from Blackrock is this. I would trust. I mean, again, because you've got to follow the money, right? Again, you got to take every account into fact, right? You can't just look at one source and be like, yeah, that's the fact of the matter. There's numerous sources saying that there's a lot of uncertainty. It's going to be 50 and so on and so forth. It's going to be 75 basis points. But BlackRock, what they say tends to normally outweigh what the rest of the market wants. So this one holds more weight to me. This Reuters article talking about BlackRock, what they said, holds more weight to me than what everyone else is saying. But we'll have to see what Jerome Powell announced tomorrow. Because I don't believe that the whole soft landing thing. I don't think it's a soft landing at all. But if they want to make sure the rate cuts aren't too severe, then that's the decision. Do you know if Tangem supports USDC? I don't know, to my knowledge. I know that there aren't many, if any, ways that you can buy Kaspa of USDC right now. I think it's all USDT or just USD. I can do a quick Google search for you, actually, just for your own sake, bingo bango. From the looks of it, okay, it looks like I don't think so right now, but it might be worth looking it up yourself, my man. I don't think they do right now, but again, with the adoption of crypto growing more and Tangem getting more and more popular, I'm sure if they don't already, they will soon. Are you going to swing trade when it pumps big? I will swing trade into projects, in crypto projects most definitely. Kaspa, no. I don't swing trade Kaspa because I don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with swing trading Kaspa. There's nothing wrong with swing trading at all. Like if it's going to make insane pumps and then come back down, then yeah, of course, go for it. But I don't swing trade Kaspa. I just use it as an investment, a long-term holding. I will swing trade other projects that I think have more volatility, or I could look at Mirio, for example. Mirio right now up 12%. That's insane. So there are projects that I think have more volatility than Kaspa. Well, they're smaller projects therefore, but I just Kaspa, for the sake of it, I just don't swing trade the project because it's just not what I want to do with it. I want to just keep DCA into the project, put in a little bit of money into it every moment I think I can. And yeah, I will normally swing trade into other projects and then put the earnings I make, I'll probably then put back into Kaspa or other projects that I'm holding long term. Not Kaspa related, but check out Smart Dex's USDN for exciting into stables when the time comes on the USDN's testnet. It's returning 34.1%. Not trying to shill, but I would like to know your opinion. Okay, if that's on CoinMarketCap, I'll look into it. If not, then I'll have to look into it in my off time because I don't want to spend too long searching something like this. Looks like it might be. Currently up 3%. All time since its launch at the beginning. Well, in the early 2023, it's up about 100%. It's got Gate, Mexi, BitGet, Bitmart, so some big exchanges. It's a micro cap. The volume's very, very small as well. I mean, there's still, obviously this, I don't trust the bullish sentiment stuff here normally because that is just the people who vote on that, not people in the community who actually follow the project. But I mean, if this is what you're referring to, then I mean, yeah, it looks quite cool. I'll probably give it a little more of a look into. If it's not, then I'll try and do some research into it on my off time. I'll look into that a little bit later, my man. Transfer from Caspium to Tangem early with no issues. Finally got my Tangem wallet sorted out. Yeah, I like I said, I'm pretty sure I heard someone in my Discord server again mention earlier. Shameless plug again, my free Discord server. Those who want to learn more about crypto market sentiments and just Kaspa news in general. A friendly community where you can learn more. I have people talking about the community as well about that they sorted out their issues with Kaspa as well, which is great to see. People are now finally sorting out their issues with what happened with Kasware. Which actually we can go into a little bit more about that. So we got this stuff again with the meme tokens, all big news for Kaspa once more. If you missed out on the minting, don't worry because we've got you covered. If you didn't get your hands on Kaspa during the mint, now is your chance to buy directly on the Kaspa bot marketplace. So if you couldn't mint it, you can now get access to Kaspa anyway, so that's the chance to get hold of it, which is very, very cool. We've got here, Nacho, reminder to move slow and remain vigilant. This is the part of the bad news I was going to mention earlier. I said at the beginning of the stream. Kaspa's Telegram was unfortunately hacked, which is not good to see, of course. And this Kaspa put out a post here regarding that as well. It was compromised in a recent hacking incident. They had quickly created a new Telegram group and asked us to help them spread the word. So basically, Kaspa that goes to Kaspa. Okay, so it wasn't actually Kaspa. Yeah, so Kaspa, basically their Telegram got hacked. Nacho made a new Telegram group and spread the word to just warn everyone because again, these sort of things will happen. Especially now, like Kaspa's going more and more in popularity and becomes a bigger project, a project in higher demand. These issues are going to happen more and more. People are going to try to take advantage of it. So it's a shame to see that. So just be careful if you hear anything regarding, this sort of news right now. Make sure you stay in tune with it. So that's a bit of bad news again. Bit more just dirt thrown onto what seems to be a very good gift for Kaspa right now. Again, with Kaspa sorting out their issues is very, very good. People getting their money back finally, and Kaspa's still doing insane in regards to the transactions and what's happening. Very, very good. Kaspa again currently up 4.29% on daily time frame, valued at 17.44 cents. It's looking very, very good. Andy A, my man, welcome back to the stream. I finally got my ALO, so I can start to mine Alpium into Kaspa. My man, finally, and you've been talking about that for at least a month now, so I'm happy for you. You finally got that. Time to make some more money, my man. Big up. Let's go. Redem said Redem, what's up? So you're still waiting for rate cut before grabbing more Kaspa? Yes, right now. Now I could be wrong in doing that because again, if it's 25 basis points, there's a chance that Kaspa could just straight shoot up. There's a chance because there won't be much in terms of roadblocks holding crypto and Kaspa back by that point once rate cuts are out of the way. I mean, Bitcoin, again, 5% up, parabolic. So I could be wrong in regard to that, but I'm still holding off, right? I still think we could see Kaspa, again, because I could, if I end up getting some more now, at where Kaspa's currently peaking on the daily, it ends up being 50 tomorrow, I could end up, I mean, I'm holding it long term, doesn't really matter in the long term side of things, but Kaspa will probably come back down to here. I want to make sure I get, as maximize my bag as much as I can. Of course, I'm not going to say I'm trying to call the bottom. That's why I DCI, I just go into times where I think it's opportune. If Kaspa comes back down, to the bottom region of around 16 here, I'll probably get a bigger bag. I'll get some in there. But right now, I'm holding off till the rate cuts decision is made, and then once it is made, depending on the verdict, I'll aim to scoop up some Kaspa regarding to what my zones are. All these problems are not Kaspa's fault. Exchanges and wallets aren't ready for... Yeah, that is exactly right. That's the problem right now. KRC20 was extremely successful. Extremely successful. That's what Shai says in this post here. It was extremely successful. The problems that arose with KRC20, with Kaspa, was not a fault of their own. It was a fault of other exchanges and wallets not doing their due diligence and not stress testing to see if they could handle that sort of volume. It was their fault. If they will not cut it, it will trigger a deflationary recession. I mean, that's also a worry. That's why I think they need to cut it. There's always that possibility they won't, but I think they definitely need to cut the rates. The market is in such a precarious position right now. It's in definite need of rate cuts right now. Micah Man, welcome to the stream. Transferred 10 Kaspa from Tangem to Caspian wallet as a test on morning of its release. It arrived 9 hours ago, so the system is sorting itself out just fine. There you go. Again, Mikey's letting us all know, as I've also told people as well, when you're doing any transfer in the crypto market, I always would make sure you do a test first, do a small amount first before you send the whole bag over. You also make sure you take precautions, because even though with that, he's saying a small amount over, he realized it took 9 hours, a long time, but he realized there's no issues with it. But even when he now knows how long it's going to take, transfer your whole bag. You have an issue like having with Kaspa and you lose all your tokens. So be careful when you're trading. Always, even with me when I'm trading to my friends, sending money back and forth when I'm doing my crypto trades, even if I have my wallets that I already know the addresses to, I will still send a small amount first. I might end up wasting a little bit extra, like an extra couple of cents or a couple of dollars on fees, but ultimately I'm making sure I'm taking precautions to make sure that my assets are safe. A part of me really wants to see Kaspa dip to 12 cents. I would love that. Or what I would do for see Kaspa come back down to 12 cents again would be amazing. I would go so heavy into Kaspa if it came that far down, but I think the chances now are looking very, very slim. Not impossible, but very, very slim. Will you DCA out of Kaspa or hold long term? DCA out. Hold long term, but DCA out. In the sense of that, I mean, I'll take profits. So I'm buying Kaspa. I've never sold Kaspa. Full disclosure, I know this is a trust me bro, because you don't actually have proof of that, but I can tell you now, I've never sold Kaspa. I've only been buying Kaspa periodically at time by time again. I bought a bag of Kaspa at this correction point here, bought some here, and didn't buy any more during August, and I bought some more here as well. I've not sold Kaspa at all, and I got into Kaspa at 5 cents much earlier, and I just bought all the way up as well. So I never sold Kaspa. I don't plan to until I get to certain zones. Now I know that one level of resistance for Kaspa will probably be around the 35 cents zone, because that's when Shai publicly disclosed that he is going to be taking profit from Kaspa from his the funds he got from DAG Labs with the Coinbase venture arm Polychain Capital. So there'll probably be a level of resistance at 35 cents, but I'm not going to take any Kaspa there. I'm going to take Kaspa out at $1, probably $1.50 as well, then 2, then 3, and then maybe 5 after that. But I will be taking some profits, and obviously then I'll do my best, if I will, to try and time the top to take a more sizable bag out, but I will never have 0 Kaspa. I'll still have Kaspa in my wallet, and then I'll just go back in when the bear cycle starts up and I'll start DCing back into it. Bees, my man, welcome back to the stream. Hello, future crypto millionaires. Kas Bitcoin and Kas dominance chart is very, very bullish. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Kas Bitcoin right now is looking absolutely nuts. Currently up 120% in comparison to Bitcoin, and we're going to see that go even more crazy in the near future, I'm sure, with Kaspa set to explode. With, again, Kraken's confirmed the launch, confirmed their spot listing secured, so a launch will be incoming. We got, again, the rumors of a new US exchange on the horizon, which I'm still scouring Twitter to find where this announcement's going to come through. I still haven't seen it yet, and it's really doing my nut in, but I want to hear about it. Hopefully we'll find out sooner than we think. But yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of dominance for Kaspa. With KRC20 now out as well, the KRI doing a lot for Kaspa as well. I think we're going to see a lot coming for Kaspa very, very soon, which leaves me very optimistic for its price, and that comparison is going to go much wider for Kaspa's favour. I'm trying to figure out a stable coin to put profit into so I can gradually sell on exchanges without potentially freezing my accounts. The most popular stable coin is USDT. The one with most regulatory clarity and the one most trusted is USDC. So those are the two that have the most, I guess, weight around their name. You got Ripple's RUSD coming out soon enough. You've got other stable coins as well, but for the most part, I only use USDT and USDC right now, or just straight US dollars when I'm just, putting money in. But right now, I am just right now I just use USDT. I normally will end up getting my Kaspa by scooping up USDT on like Coinbase Exchange, sending that USDT from Coinbase to normally LBank, and then from LBank I'll then buy Kaspa and then send it to my Tangem wallet. Can you have a video on how to buy from marketplace? As in, how to buy from an exchange? Because I mean, how to buy from marketplace? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Because if you're just talking about buying Kaspa, there'll be hundreds of videos out there already on how to buy Kaspa or how to buy crypto from any exchange from the marketplace. Can you clarify a little bit from that, me, Sweet Potato? If Kaspa is doing 400 TPS now, where would it be a 10 PS? I mean, right now I don't think Kaspa's doing that crazy. Right now it's come back down to a more realistic around 30, which even that's still insane. You normally do on average just 1, so it's doing quite well. But the question in regards to when 10 BPS comes around, Kaspa will be able to scale a lot better and be able to handle a lot better support as well. So we'll probably see an increase in transactions following that as well. My goal is to sell some Kas at $1, and if it goes down to 90 cents or 80 cents, I'll buy back in what I sold the dollar and keep doing that. Yeah, I think that's a good strategy, my man. I think it's a good strategy. I think $1 is going to be a strong level of resistance because a lot of people are going to then see, $1 is a great milestone, let's sell Kaspa. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to cause a severe correction as people think. If it comes back down 10%, that'd be insane, like 90 cents. But because when it reaches $1, obviously us earning investors will probably take profit then, which is good for us to do, good to us. But those who have not believed in Kaspa yet, or haven't got involved in Kaspa or don't know of Kaspa yet, they'll see a $1 Kaspa, but look at this chart and see it's just gone up and up and up to $1, and they'll be like, oh, okay, what's this project? Let me look into it. Oh, it's a great project. Oh, it's Bitcoin 2.0. That sounds a bit skeptical. Oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll buy it. And they'll get into Kaspa. So $1, as much people will sell, then you'll probably see more holders get involved. It'll probably be the smaller wallet holders as opposed to the massive whales. But even then, I'm sure you'll see a surge in adoption for Kaspa at that $1 region as well as selling off as well. KRC20 tokens, buy KRC20 tokens from the market. Oh, so you mean KRC20 tokens as well? Okay. I can potentially make a video for that for you. I'll look into that. I have not attempted to do that just yet because I was going to do that after I finish my stream on the Sunday, but due to all of the congestion, I figured I'll just take my time and wait because I just didn't need to do it. Like, getting in early is all well and good, but that congestion for me, I was like, yeah, that was too. I had a feeling it's going to happen. I understand the sheer adoption Kaspa has right now. We can see here, this is the KRC20 tokens right now, a total of 15 million transfers taking place. The feeds being 23.5 million Kaspa, which is very, very cool. We've had a total of 217 tokens. We can see the sort of stuff happening right here, which is very, very cool to see. I can look to make a video of that in due time. So yeah, I can look to do that as well. I'm sure there'll be videos out there already, but I'll look to do that for you as well, Sweet Potato. You do this on Telegram bots. Sure, okay. Anyways, into continuation with some more news now. I finally caught up the questions. Never thought I'd ever do that in my lifetime. Been struggling to keep up with questions nowadays because people here just spend the love so much. We've got this announcement here from Kaspa Samurai, where he was trying to buy a VPN, the VPN being a jump VPN, not Nord, but either way he's trying to buy VPN, and his surprise when he saw they're actually accepting Kaspa as a form of payment. So again, we're seeing Kaspa use this more and more, which is very, very big for what's incoming for their future adoption. Again, makes me very optimistic, and we're just seeing again more and more adoption coming for Kaspa. Kaspa seems to solve that issue, which is very, very big. Now, of course, we've got these rate cuts that are still, still incoming. We could look more at CBC and see what the news is currently talking about. For the most part, it just seems to be similar thing for people just kind of saying, yeah, the still going to be a quarter point rate. We're still waiting for that. So for those who are joining to the stream a little bit late, who are wondering what the title says, because I'm sure people are just joining a little bit late, Blackrock says, well, when I say Blackrock says there'll be a crypto bull run starts now, I'm not incorrect in the sense of, at least I don't want to say I'm incorrect in that regard, because effectively we have this post here from Radar where it says, this is from Blackrock saying the Fed won't cut rates as deep as the market expects. It comes from a Reuters paper that I found here with Blackrock, an investment arm of Blackrock, basically just saying as the Fed readies to start cutting, markets are pricing in cuts as deep as those in past recessions. So the market's preparing for a heavy correction, a heavy rate cut. We think such expectations are overdone. So yeah, there is a belief therefore from Blackrock that the rate cuts won't be, despite what US senators are demanding of a 75 basis point cut, what JP Morgan and other people are saying a 50 basis point cut, the fact that there's a rising chance right now, 69% chance of 50 as opposed to 25, and right now the most uncertainty ever seen in the markets in our life, which is very, very big. Ultimately the BlackRock are the ones saying it won't be as deep as we suspect, and it's a very, very important factor to take into account, because again, the two most important sayings you'll hear in crypto when you're investing is you buy the rumor, you sell the news, and you follow the money. So therefore the rumor now, because again we haven't got confirmation just yet, the rumor that rate cuts won't be so deep now, it won't be 50, it'll be 25, has caused crypto, Bitcoin up 5%, Kaspa up 4%, it's caused crypto to start pumping, because BlackRock said that. And again, follow the money. If BlackRock are saying that, it's a good thing, because BlackRock are the ones that have the most money in the world, the largest asset manager in the world. So if they're saying rate cuts won't be as bad, chances are probably right, because they're the ones that actually know more than anyone else. I'm not saying that's guaranteed, of course, it's just a chance of that, but that's why the market is acting the way it is. So that's why the title is what it says, BlackRock says crypto bull run starts now. That's effectively why, because again, we're seeing sources suggesting that even though there's a lot of uncertainty, BlackRock are saying, yeah, it's actually not that bad, so don't stress about it. And again, in that regards, we're still, and I'm still not worried about, even though there is be a heavy correction, a heavy rate cut, I'm still not worried about how severe the corrections are, because again, we're seeing more and more sentiment stating that crypto's going to take off. Donald Trump saying they're going to make America the central capital of the world. CZ being released from prison end of this month. iPhone saying you can send Bitcoin directly from your lock screen. Singapore's largest bank, DBS, to launch Bitcoin and crypto option trading. Deutsche's digital asset to new macro Bitcoin ETP, which is a European version of ETF, to start trading today. Also, probably why we've been seeing a surge in adoption for Bitcoin, because again, start trading today. More, ETPs into Bitcoin. That's why we're seeing, and another reason why we're seeing Bitcoin pumping up right now. And just get more and more proof. And this also, I want to think is very, very big news as well. Bank of America says gold will hit 3K in 2025. Gold, in my opinion, from research that I have done, does have a place, does somewhat correlate to the future in price for crypto as well. Of course, Bitcoin is said to be the digital gold, but this new monetary system that's going to be built with blockchain technology will also be backed by gold. So with the rise of commodity for the rise of gold being seen as a hedge against inflation, a hedge against the dollar, crypto seen as a similar thing as well. So that's also very, very big news. There are already videos on... What's happening? Okay, there are already videos on how to buy Kaspa on YouTube. Use the Telegram bots to do so. Okay, Toggle Delay's got you, my man. There you go, Sweet Potato. So you can follow him on YouTube. Use the Telegram bots to do so. Thank you very much, my man. USDC is what I would be using, but cash profits, I guess we'll have to use USDT since I use Tangem. Yeah, I'm sure in due time USDC will expand and accept Kaspa. Again, remember, they had that alpha leak with that major liquidity provider that's going to provide stablecoins coming to KRC20 sooner than we think, which includes the likes of USDT and USDC. So we will see USDC coming to Kaspa soon, but right now it's just not available, at least to my knowledge. So therefore you have to use USDT. USDC is more secure, it's more trusted by institutions, but right now you can just use USDT instead, which for the most part is still fun. It's a larger stablecoin. I think it's still fun for the most part. What's up, Muhammad man? Welcome back to the stream. Why don't you start to mine some Kaspa? I've already had this conversation with you, Andy, man. Right now, I don't have any design. I understand the sentiment behind mining it and the fact that in terms of an investment, it's probably worthwhile more than just buying Kaspa. But I just don't currently have I don't have a logical reason to give you, Andy. Besides, I just don't have the means or desire to want to mine. At least not right now. That might change in the future, but right now I don't. Right now, right now, what I enjoy doing is just talking about crypto, analyzing markets, finding news sources, and I spend all my time doing that. Of course, I'm just imagining you could just mine on the side and just do that. What's the same thing? But it's not in my current roadmap, so to speak. But that might change. I hope Kaspa will hit 30 cents in December. I think we will probably see that, Mohammed. I wouldn't worry too much about that. We've still got a lot of announcement coming for Kaspa in the next 3 months or so. The Fed will cut rates. My concern is that Japan will rise rates again. Interesting times. Yeah, I did see a post a while back now where the dollar was still declining against the Japanese yen at like 9 months low or something like that. And that was definitely one of the major reasons for this correction at the beginning of August. This crash was because Warren Buffett sold half his stock in Apple, which again, we're seeing more sides of Warren Buffett selling more and more. So he's preparing for something evidently. And also because the Fed didn't cut rates when everyone else in Japan did, and Japanese yen rose against the dollar, which caused a lot of... the reason why we saw this crash as well, because it caused a lot of traders who basically converted their assets. They converted their assets into Japanese yen, right? They converted their assets into Japanese yen because there was less on interest, there was less fees. That's why they did that. So when the Japanese yen rose against the dollar, they actually end up losing a lot of money. Now, I'm assuming that with the current state in the economy, a lot of those traders have actually either stopped doing that or they've lessened it. So I don't think it will be as burdensome this time round. They all got caught off guard the last time round. But I think, Japanese yen rising at the dollar is still could be problematic. But for the most part, I think that the Fed needs to cut rates, and I probably will. Does anyone know what ticker symbol Nacho is trading on CoinMarketCap? I do not right now. On Pulse XV2 as Nacho. I don't right now. I mean, I have a quick type into Nacho, but I don't know what it is right now. That's definitely not Nacho, so I'm not entirely sure. It might not be on CoinMarketCap just yet because, again, it's a new project. A lot of new projects struggle to get on CoinMarketCap. Think about Kaspa, for example. It was on CoinMarketCap, but it wasn't updated for ages and ages, by the way. It took a very long time for it to be updated to actually be, in the right ranking. You had to go to CoinGecko beforehand. Just buy your Kaspa from Uphold, you can pay USDC. Well, you can do that, yes, which is good. But that's also one thing that I think is a bit of a... you can use USDC that regards that way, yes. Obviously, you want to use Tangem, I don't think you can. Unless you buy it on Coinbase, Uphold, so you buy it on Uphold and then you send the Kaspa to Tangem and whatnot. But yeah, that's the one thing that I think is a bit of it's unfortunate for Americans right now. The fact that the only way you can get hold of Kaspa is through Uphold, which to my knowledge their fees are quite expensive in comparison to other exchanges at least. And that you have to use the VPN. Which again, the VPN news, this is quite big to see. You can buy it with Kaspa now, it's quite cool on a jump VPN, but yeah, it's a good thing therefore that, again, we don't know the date, but it's a good thing therefore that we will be seeing a new US exchange coming to Kaspa very soon. Very, very good news. Just bought 0.57 Kaspa with some Bitcoin. Andy A, buying more Bitcoin every single day. Big up to you. Pokeseraphim, what's up, brother? Hope you've been doing good. Just came back from holiday. Definitely needed it. Oh god, I'd love a holiday right now, but I can't get away from these daily streams with all of you guys, bringing you all the latest news, especially right now with rate cuts on the horizon. It's probably one of the best times for me to be bringing news to all of you so you can see what's happening. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to get a break again because Kaspa's always got something going on right now. So, but yeah, hope you had a good holiday, my man, and back better than ever to learn more. I use Uphold, but I don't hold there. I don't want them to feed anything. Yeah, that's precisely one of the ways with, holding your crypto on exchanges. I don't think it's like there are times where I've held on exchanges, but normally because I'm trading, right? If I'm trading assets, of course, then I hold it on exchange. If I'm holding it long term, then I'll use a cold storage, which is what I do for Kaspa. Now, if I want to end up, trying to make some Kaspa, or whatever, I'll probably put it on exchange and I'll trade it. Of course, I'll make it go up, but otherwise, then yeah. So there might be times where I will. There have been times where I've taken some Kaspa out of my Tangem and put it into an exchange and then put some more in Yo-Yo. But yeah, for the most part, I just keep it in my Tangem, cold storage, and I only keep cryptos on exchanges when I'm trying to trade. But yeah, I mean that's if there are any more questions in the stream, I've always doing these streams again. I think it's number 48 right now, day 48. I've been doing it. Started doing these streams at the beginning of August, right as the Kaspa was coming down as well. Doing it for a little over a month now, and it's been very enjoyable. I've had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of issues. I've had a lot of technical difficulties as well, but it's been a great experience for me, and you guys have made it good for me as well. So if you enjoy these streams, by all means, please leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. And if you want to learn more about crypto and market sentiment, then please, as always, check out the free Discord server that's on the screen right now, also in the description and also in chat. I say it, my mouse. I need to get a new mouse. I really do, because my mouse is really bugging out. It's really bugging out. It keeps double clicking. I'm sure everyone's had that issue before, and your mouse will start double clicking on everything. So now I'll just click something and it'll just look. There you go. Done it again. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. We can use other exchanges, but Central only uphold until Kraken. If you use a VPN on Uphold, they'll freeze the account for a week. Okay, well that's not good to hear. You can use other exchanges, but you have to use VPN for it. If you use in America right now, you already have Uphold. That's the only US exchange you have right now. Also, you have to use a VPN. So you can use VPN, but obviously, if you get caught, VPN's not illegal. But obviously, if Uphold, if they catch you with VPN, they'll freeze your account, which is not good to hear. That's why, again, I'm happy to hear that there's going to be a new US exchange coming out. So Japan was giving out loans for a naught. Okay, I don't know what percentage that's going to be, but interest rate for every they just changed the rate, so everyone that borrowed money from investments from Japan can invest in other countries. So essentially, they borrowed money at 0% since they raised the rates. All the loans outstanding forever, people couldn't afford it. I think I get generally what you're saying, Nicholas. I maybe I had a brain fart, but the reading it was a bit of a struggle. But I essentially get what you're trying to say. Yeah, ultimately what happened this time around was the investors got kind of caught off guard when the Japanese yen rose against the dollar, and they lost out on a lot of their investment they used when they were exchanging over to the when they changed their dollar to the yen to make their investments more cost efficient, right? Better ROI for it. And when the Japanese yen rose against the dollar, they effectively lost all that money, and it caused problems for them. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of in a very unique position right now for Kaspa right now. Oh look, again, even more news. Another reason why I still believe that rate cuts, even despite Blackrock saying the bull market started effectively, I'm still very much in this region of it is 50-50. It might even be 50%, 0.5% rate cuts, because again we're seeing Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, once again selling more of his Nvidia shares. It's happening time and time again. Warren Buffett selling more, Jensen Huang selling more and more of the big players are selling more and more of their holdings. And this could be a sign that we're going to see heavy correction as they're trying to seek safety in the dollar. Then again, there might be personal reasons, but typically speaking, it's likely to believe that they are going to end up doing this because they believe it's going to be a correction in the market. But yeah, that's again, tomorrow's going to be a very, very interesting day, I believe. Very, very interesting for Kaspa and crypto in general, with all these major announcements coming with rate cuts. So it may be time. It may be time for a crypto bull run. It may be time. We have to wait and see. Right now, we're seeing we got a crowdfunding here for Natro to get some centralized exchange listings, which is very, very good. And yeah, we're just seeing more and more market sentiments to suggest that Kaspa is in a very, very good position right now. We've got an update here from Tangem, which we're about to read through as well, With the recent release of KRC20 tokens, we've seen an increase in network activity, leading to higher fees and some transactions getting stuck in the mempool. Our current transactions use a fixed fee, but we're working to implement a dynamic fee estimation system, which Kaspa recently deployed on the mainnet. Our team is aware of this, and it's actually working on a hot fix to resolve the issue for future transactions. In the meantime, we recommend manually setting a higher fee for urgent transactions. So there you go. Those who have trouble with Tangem right now, which I know there have been quite a few, my community has expressed their woes quite a lot. Here's an update from them regarding the fact that happened that came out yesterday, but still, I know people have actually managed to receive their funds right now. But yeah, if you want your money ASAP, set a higher fee. Otherwise, they will end up they'll solve the issue soon. And I'm not surprised again because Tangem and Kaspa work very close to each other. I heard XCM offering a 20 to 30% staking reward. That's quite good. Get more ways to make money through crypto. Yeah, and then this again just covering the post that I already just spoke about. 25 basis point according to the Fed and Blackrock. I mean, I'd like to hear what you guys think. What do you think the sentiment actually is? Obviously, Blackrock seems to be saying that it's going to be 25. Do you think it'll be 25? Or do you think it'll be 50? Or do you think it'll be 75? I want to hear what you think because I'm very much on the fence right now. Part of me would love it to be 75 or 50 because it'll come down lower and I can get more cheap Kaspa. But also part of me wants it to be 25 so we can just see the bull run start and I just get my bags filled quicker in that regard, just get more money. Yeah, until centralized exchanges and DEXs are coming, Kaspa is providing an API for the marketplace to fetch the floor price of KRC20 tokens. You will soon be able to see the price in Kaspa and USDT for your favorite tokens on Kaspa. So they're actually, to go back to the very, very first question we had in the stream in regards to if they're going to be one-to-one from Brady asking this, looks like the answer effectively here is no. We're waiting for these centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges, but until that happens, the Kaspa bot is providing the API to fetch the floor price for KRC20 tokens. So they don't go one-to-one. Right now they might seem that way, but they don't actually go one-to-one. Yeah, this is a very, very good day for Kaspa all in all. I'm very happy. I've got about 10 minutes till the hour. So any more questions, feel free to ask them. But again, I just, for those who, I highly, highly urge you all to be checking out the news forums right now, whether it be CNBC, Bloomberg, Reuters, whatever it may be. Also to definitely come back and check in tomorrow as well for the hopefully announcement of the rate cuts. We're going to see a lot. I'm sure we're going to see a very, very big day for Kaspa tomorrow and crypto in general, and it's going to be something definitely not to miss out on. So make sure you tune in for that most definitely. We're going to see a lot incoming. I think I'll get a one key touch with some of the profits this cycle and split between Tangem. I think that's not a bad idea. I know some people do tend to diversify their assets between multiple wallets. Right now I have just Tangem. I might get another one in due time as the portfolio keeps building and I want to split my assets. But right now I have just Tangem. But yeah, I know people like one key as well. Those are the two that I hear people talk about the most: one key and Tangem. But there are multiple ways actually to get hold of Kaspa. There are multiple ways to hold Kaspa. Shout out to this website kaspa.org. When it loads, because again my PC is rubbish. Yeah, so we can see here Kaspa it's a very, very good website, which basically just shows everything you need about Kaspa, the promoted services, the centralized exchanges, the wallets. So all the wallets that currently do offer ways to get hold of Kaspa. And it even does show in it. I think it does show some of the cold storage wallets. I think it might be in this wallets here. That's not what I clicked. Okay, so it is a bit bugged then. Oh, that's this one. That's why. Okay. So this website from Kaspa. You can see all of the wallets that hold it. From Kaspa Wallet, Kasware, Kaspa NG, Tangem as well, SafePal, OneKey, OKX wallets. There are multiple wallets. Some of them are cold storage, some of them aren't. But yeah, there are multiple ways to get and hold your Kaspa. I'm not sure this website has all of them, but it's relatively up to date, so it has most of them definitely. What cold storage do you guys think is the best? I still haven't got one. I think it is probably Tangem, because Tangem announcement was made a while back from Kas Media, the Kas Media team, that they're planning to make a new series. Where's the post? Kas Media. Where's Kas Media? Where's Kas? Okay, I can't find Kas Media right now. Wait, it's because it's a part of the KEF. That's right there. That's why I'm blind. Yeah, from Kas Media, they made an announcement a little while back now that they are planning to do. They're starting a new article series interviewing the top Kaspa miners. There's another. That's not the right one. It's another one. Yeah, they're starting a new interview series with a major companies that have been a big part of the Kaspa community. The first interview is with Tangem. Kaspa and Tangem are very, very close. So I think Tangem's the one that will be best, at least in conjunction with Kaspa right now, definitely. You should get Crypto Rank app. I'll look into it, man. Good day, Kaspa Frog. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, one key is supposed to be the easy to sell directly from the wallet. Yeah, I think there are benefits to all these different wallets have their own, little niches. What makes them more beneficial. But I use Tangem, especially when holding my Kaspa, because again, Kaspa is in Kaspa's closest connection. It seems to be to Tangem. So Tangem is definitely better for Kaspa, and it's also definitely the most beginner friendly as well, which is very, very good to see. But yeah, I think tomorrow's got my Kaspa branded. Oh, you got a Kaspa branded one. Wow, big up to you. Yeah, some people I've seen people have these Kaspa branded miners as well, which just look very, very cool. It's quite funny to see how people will be willing to spend a little bit extra, or even just get the Kaspa branded stuff just to rep the Kaspa. It's really, really cool to see what happens. Michael Tyson, tomorrow as soon as I see a little crash, I will sell the ever-loving hell out of it and buy the next dip. Why should I sit and watch my portfolio bleeding when I can do profit buying and selling? If that's what you want to do, my man, by all means go for it. I obviously will issue caution whenever you're doing trading, because there's no guarantee that the market will just crash from it again, depending on what the news comes out tomorrow. If it's 25, you might not see a correction. If it ends up being 50, you probably will. We have to wait and see. The one thing I would just, again, buy is causing an issue going to sell, fine, but the one thing I don't want you to do is end up coming to my stream tomorrow and just say, I sold all my bag of the correction, and then you find out actually it went straight up. You'd end up losing profit. But yeah, if that's what you want to do, my man, by all means go for it. And I wish you the best. Can't go wrong with the Swiss, mate. Yeah, you definitely can't. Swiss do everything very, very well. But yeah, we got again. Tomorrow's going to be a very, very big day. Some people think they're smart. People think that they're smart in the market. Get it. Remember that. Yeah, that's also. I mean, another saying of mine is you don't be emotional, be logical. Those who've been in my channel long enough know that if you are emotional, trading becomes very, very difficult, because you see something happen and you react, right? Whenever you're doing trading, you've got to try and attach emotion, because otherwise you will get wrecked. You need to be able to take the time to research through articles, look at historical data, analyze the market, and build a strategy. You need to build a strategy when you're trading. If the strategy doesn't work out, you gotta relook over. Is it actually is it the strategy that was bad, or is it just an unfortunate situation? Right? You've got to be able to devise your own strategy. If you're just trading based on what you see in the market without much understanding, you will get wrecked. So you've got to be careful. Ledger Flex is dope too. Big fan of Tangem also, but Ledger new design is hot. Well, that's cool. Can we get a Tangem? Can we get the Tangem ring? I don't know. Can we? I haven't heard anything about a Tangem ring. I know I've been seeing a lot of Kaspa. I know there's a Kaspa watch coming out. Actually, I think it's already out and it's sold out, which is also very, very cool. So loads of Kaspa stuff coming. Again, all this stuff is coming out for Kaspa right now. We're still so very early in Kaspa. That's also why I'm so happy to see Kaspa at such an undervalued price. So very early in Kaspa, and all this adoption, all these little funny little niche things we're seeing at Kaspa, Tangem wallet, a Kaspa watch, a Kaspa miner. We're going to see more and more in due time, I'm sure. Definitely more and more in due time. With Kaspa adoption going more and more, and again with the KRI are doing with Kaspa. One thing that I was hoping to see, which I didn't see in the end, I'll have a quick look actually for myself, but I was hoping to see an announcement for the KRI. Looks like no, because they made this announcement 2 days ago about there being, successful launch, what we see tomorrow. I was hoping to see an announcement, but we didn't get one, so I wonder what the KRI are cooking up right now. We are currently about 7 days away, so 1 week away from the Enterprise event, which could be very, very big. Very, very big for Kaspa. I'm looking forward to see what comes from that. If you're an investor, you don't trade. If you're an investor, you don't trade. You find undervalued project and invest since you believe the asset will grow in value over time, over years and years and years. Yeah, I mean, there's traders and investors, two different sides of things. Obviously, yeah, whenever you invest, it's your own decision, of course. But yeah, for me, I got in Kaspa quite early. I continue to DCA into the project. Other projects, like, there'll be projects in this market, of course, that I'll invest into, hold it throughout the bull cycle. Projects that I decide to trade into, so I'll hold it for maybe like a month or even a week or even a day, and then just flip the profit and put it into another project as well. But yeah, I would be, again, just be very careful whenever you're doing any form of investment. Make sure you have your own strategy. You know, not financial advice, of course. You have to do your own research and stuff. But again, if you want help in understanding crypto market sentiment and also hopefully in due time how to trade, because that's the whole point of me making this Discord server, to make a friendly community, a free Discord server for the friendly community where everyone can kind of come together and spread their love for Kaspa, of crypto and also other crypto projects, and, you know, help build our knowledge. And in due time, that knowledge might be able to help you develop a logical thought process to help devise trading strategies. And as the server keeps growing more and more, the community keeps growing more and more, there will probably be evolutions to where we actually start seeing some other means where you can actually maybe in the future, if it goes to another stage, I might decide to expand and maybe get some people in to help in trading. Right now, it's not in my ambition, but we might wait and see. I would like to show my portfolio and see if I'm wrecked. I mean, I'm sure you're fine. The fact that you're in Kaspa this early, I'm sure you're fine, my man. Waiting for the Tangem visa so I can buy a coffee with Kaspa. Yeah, but Tangem visa is going to be very, very big for Kaspa as well. Personally, I wouldn't touch a Ledger with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, I mean, some people don't like Ledger. I've heard a lot of people not like Ledger. But I know Cody, my man in the Discord server, he does not like Ledger at all. But some people don't mind it as well. Painting my Ferrari Kaspa deal. You're going to be the freshest guy on the streets, no doubt about it. It's never a bad idea to understand technical analysis. Yeah, that's ultimately what I do as well. As much as I understand market sentiment, I look at news and whatever, and I look at Kaspa news sources. I understand even just the basic amount. I understand a bit of TA, so I can look at the market and make predictions off that. Like, I looked at this fib retracement graph. Do you see this one here? This one here. I understand a basic element of that. I've drawn a from this bottom wick to the top wick here, and we can see it's currently in and around this golden level, this golden fib retracement. So and you can kind of judge that. And again, I've been able to be in the market for long enough to where I can judge, you know, the market wave patterns and whatnot, and kind of devise my own zones where I think Kaspa will probably, you know, struggle to either break out or break below. But yeah. I missed the Blackrock news. What is it? Okay, this is the last thing I want to talk about because now it is past the hour mark. Ultimately, it's regarding the rate cuts. There's still a lot of speculation the rate cuts are going to be quite severe, with some senators saying it's 0.75%, some still saying 50 BP. You know, currently there's a rising potential of it going to be 50 now instead of 25. Right now, the FOMC meeting decision is at the most uncertain in history, but CNBC have reported that the Fed rates is going to be a quarter, so 25, and then BlackRock also confirmed. BlackRock here, they said that as the Fed readies to start cutting, markets are pricing in cuts as deep as those in past recessions, so they're preparing for a big correction. We think such expectations are overdone, so we don't think it's going to be that bad. BlackRock Fed won't cut rates as deep, therefore they believe there's going to be a push in the market. That's the long and short of it. But again, that's why we saw Bitcoin up, currently up 5%, Kaspa up 4%. That's following all the good news with Kaspa now fixing out all the issues as well. And we'll see more adoption coming as well. And tomorrow's going to be a very, very big day. So make sure you tune in for tomorrow as well, definitely, to hear more of the announcements coming. Should be a very big day. But that being said, as always, if you enjoy the stream, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. If you want to learn more about crypto market sentiment, then by all means, please join the Discord server, and you'll hopefully be able to interact with a friendly community and learn more yourself. Thank you very much for joining, Brady, my man. Have a good day to you too. And if you're a brother, can I propose Mr. Miles, Cody, and some frequent friends to moderate a Discord during the Bullrun scammers will start flooding in? Oh yes, definitely. I've already been speculating about it. I am going to be speaking to certain members that I have in mind if they are willing to moderate in the server to help with the potential bad actors that want to take advantage. But yeah, I do have a good few names in my mind, so it's a good recommendation, but I'm one step ahead of you, my man. But in that said, thank you very much for joining. Kaspa, and I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same Kaspa channel.